And we're live. Okay, so we're gonna go here, Palmieri. Look at that upcoming. Well, not upcoming, but yeah, and we're live. Okay, cool. Okay, well, hit the like button first. Close that out, and let's slide that over to here, the chat, over to that screen. And we're good to go, I think.
I think it's going to be a quiet morning myself.
Yeah, probably. Well, see now the call for Saturday to be sunny.
It's going to be hot here today, though, so let's get to the mid 80s.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a warm one.
Right now, it's only 72 degrees here, which is nice. I got the screen.
I haven't even looked at those pictures I took yesterday. I should be editing them because you'll want them today sometime, I imagine. So
Yeah. Was it windy at all when you were flying yesterday?
yeah, drone was bouncing around pretty good, right?
The one guy out of New York put up a video on the Mini 3 at nighttime and high winds. It was really windy, and he was flying the Mini 3. It was impressive.
Yeah. I see he was the original Dobo. He I think he put out a video or something about the Mini 3 after having it for 30 days or something. I don't know. I don't know what he said because I never watched it, so I don't know. I should go get that SD card out of there.
Oh, Vader's right behind you.
Yeah, gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these pictures. They were building a brand new house right next door, and on the opposite side they had a freaking place looks like a junkyard.
But you've got the tools to probably erase most of that.
Yeah, gonna have to do something with it. I think what I'm gonna do is slide that over to here.
Yeah, it's a little bit hazy out there today.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, I really gotta address these pictures. Holy crap, it look like crap. But anyways, let me show you. Really dull and dingy out when I did it. But see all the junk here next door?
Oh, yeah, but you could erase that.
Yeah. But see over here on the left,
Yeah.
building a brand new house.
You could probably erase most of that too.
Yeah. Trying to get in where pictures of the house were it didn't
You know
show
what
all
would
that.
make that house look better is if they had what do you call the things that go on each side of the windows? You know, they look like they're false.
Yeah.
And they got the what the hell?
And look at this shit right here on the left. It's so overgrown.
Yeah, but what you could do is copy the edge of that and just
Yeah.
move it over. Make it look like it's all on.
Another thing I did, like see this black hose they had running from the house. I'll show it to you here in a
What do you
minute.
think?
But
That's a sump pump?
yeah, yeah. See the black hose running over here?
Yeah.
I mean, I can make that disappear. That's easy enough.
Yeah.
I got to do the sky too. It just, yeah.
What do you think they're gonna list that for? How much money?
Won't be that as much as you think. It's got better property there, but look at the deck. They should have power washed it, right?
Should have power washed it. Should have weeded the stuff
Yeah.
growing out. Yeah.
Like look at the deck.
And if you notice, Paul, that left-hand lattice is different than the other two right-hand lattices.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at it. Yeah.
And it looks like they just put it over top of it.
You know where they got sump pump all the way out there. This is going to be a hard sell with this picture.
Well, yeah, but you'll erase most of that, lighten it up.
Like, look at that hose. When you buy a house going, what the hell's going on here? Like, you know.
And you can, I'm sure you can go over and erase most of all that construction shit out of there.
At least fuzz it out or something.
Yeah.
But you said these are raw photos. I haven't done nothing with them. So
Yeah.
see, they got junk everywhere here. Thing is, though, this place over here on the left will probably be nicely landscaped. It could look like you got
Yeah.
a garage here and everything else. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello.
Not interested. So I got to go over and put that on my block list.
Nobody in the chat yet. Holy crap.
Nope, nobody in the chat.
Skills. Little AI.
Well, we'll sit here and look at each other for about a half hour, and then if nothing happens, I'm just gonna kill it.
Yeah. Well, people will be in. It's just going to take a while. That's all.
Maybe we should be rolling it back to the 9 o'clock hour when we used to start it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Marshall, good morning.
Hey, now there's somebody we didn't count on being first.
Yeah.
Good morning, Marshall. You're number one today.
Filipina is second.
And Filipina already. Good morning. Uh-oh.
How are you doing, Filipina?
Yeah.
I know it's after 1 o'clock there in the afternoon. I hope it isn't too hot.
Where do I want to go? My template.
Filipina, you're always welcome on the panel anytime you want to join, whether you turn the camera on or don't turn it on or just use your voice. But I want you to know you're always welcome. Wayne B., good morning.
Morning, Wayne. That's not it. That's too dark. Way too dark. Color of that. A little bit better color, but I need to change the sky.
Yeah, I hear you, Mia. You're a toughie. You're a toughie, Mia. "5:07 a.m. there, yep. Tucson, Arizona. Oh, Filipinas having lunch. It's 24 degrees Celsius. So it's in the 70s.
Well, waiting for my phone to go off this morning. I expect some signs got all twisted around in that wind and stuff last night. Knocked over.
Did they have any bad storms at all that you know of, Paul?
Well, here's in Elton County where I live. They said there was 4 tornado warnings, but nothing ever touched down though. Oh,
Yeah, I had a power outage last night and I had my internet go down.
oh, did you? Yeah. No, there was over in London. They had some trees down and stuff on wires and stuff, and one over toward me between me and my sister, but it never affected us. So.
Yeah, I don't know why the power went out, but it did. Because when the power went out, Paul, it was sunny. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just got notice now on my phone that the internet's back up working. Well, it came up last night at about 9 o'clock, 9:30. Oh, it says that the notice I got from them. It says that, well, here I'll read the good news. The Xfinity network servicing your home was restored at approximately 3:18 a.m. this morning. Thanks for your patience. Your Xfinity services should now be up and running as long as you have power in your home. Are you still experiencing a power outage in your home? No. Okay. 3:18. Well, I got my internet back before that, but there wasn't much going on.
Yeah. Diane must be in the backyard.
Still a little windy here though, but not bad.
I mean, I don't know what the wind's doing here.
And my swirlies are back too, so.
Yeah. Filipino says you're going to do a premiere later over Sunset. Yeah. She said she missed her live stream, just so busy with working flying. Yeah. Know the feeling.
Yeah, I know, Filipina. Sometimes time is not on your side, especially when you got other responsibilities or other things to do. Paul's always a man on fire, running around.
Filipino says it's cloudy today where she is. So.
Well, that's probably a blessing, Filipina. Maybe that will help you get stay a little bit cooler.
Universe.
Yeah. Uniform Services Solutions.
Oh, they're uniforms, I guess.
That's what I'm guessing. But there's also a truck here with ladders on top and
Oh, excuse me.
yeah, not much going on. Well, there's some people right here in the window. Sitting. And I see it's doing its buffering thing again.
They didn't move the position of the camera, did they?
No, what's he got? Some kind of a big light.
That's up there. Maybe it's a street light there. It is. Look, you look right above it, Paul.
Oh,
The
yeah.
same thing. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it looks like one's missing down here.
That's buffering bad down there. It was like that camera turned a bit. Or am I wrong, Paul? It just looked like it's turned a little more to the right, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's buffering. Stop share. That's enough. That's enough of that nonsense.
Just show. I want to show you something here, Paul. They, somebody looking to sell their house. But look at all the weeds here in between the tile.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, it's hard to get rid
Look
of
at the
that.
color of that deck. Like that deck is just terrible.
Yeah, it's hard to get rid of those weeds though. I went out and put weed killer and stuff in between my tiles, and they're back again. I've never had weeds growing up like it has this year.
Dog snoring or something, hear a noise. And
Yeah, well, that's great, Filipina. I'm glad to see it's a little cooling off a little bit because I know that that Laura and David too probably are happy to have a cooler temperatures. Because it just amazes me over here. Just about everybody's got some form of air conditioning. But I guess in the UK, in England, there not too many people do.
wasn't it UK? They stopped doing deliveries for a couple of days, didn't they, or something?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Crazy snoring. It's almost like somebody whining or something. But hey, if I go to edits, where do we want to go? Erase. Mistakes in the thing here. Get rid of them. I got rid of that. In UK, they just put up with a fan.
It's peanut time again.
The peanut time already, Paul? Hey, two duck.
It's cool out, but boy, is it windy.
Yeah. Well, I can see the trees moving there on your screen there behind you there, right? So
Yeah, it's windy. That train goes about maybe twice a day up there to the paper plant. They got their own siding.
you know. Too much exposure there. There. Look, Right.
One of my cameras, the lens that I cleaned up yesterday looked a little foggy, so I just went and rubbed it down. I'm gonna see what it looks like.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a little,
that's cool. Okay, watch this. Okay, so we're gonna take this hose. Do, 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 do. You race, see what happens. Come on, baby, you can do it. Oh, hey, look at that. The hose disappeared.
see, you could put that red line on over there on the wood piles too, under that tree.
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll do that or not.
You should try it just to see.
Yeah. I got. Yeah. Problem is, it might grab the tree. That's the problem, right? Yeah, we'll try one, see what happens here. Puts in a bit of a green grass, gets rid of some of it, you know. Yeah, I got rid of some of it there, Paul.
Yeah. See?
Looks a little better.
A lot better.
Huh?
A lot better.
Yeah, okay, a little better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think one of those aerial shots where you're looking down and you see the wood and shit, you can just erase that too.
Yep. Yeah. Problem is, people got to show up and go, hey, that wasn't in the picture, especially that hose, right?
Right.
It appears it's windy there.
Yeah, it's windy here too.
she thought. Because I respect her opinion. And the value you want to play.
Oh my,
Yeah, definitely a quiet morning this morning.
yeah, it is. So what plans do you got for today, Paul?
Yeah, I got one sign to do and that's it. But same agent that I'm doing these pictures for right now. So
Well, yeah, you got the editing to do.
yeah, I'm just doing it right now as I'm talking. So
Oh, I had somebody call and was interested in my fast loads nailers, the nail guns.
oh, by the way, it'll be Sunday before Rick gets there.
Okay, but he's coming.
On the
Okay.
way, they're doing it on the way back. They're in a rush to get there.
Yep, I get it.
But he said he'll stop Sunday.
All right, sounds good. I got it boxed up and over here. Like I say, play with it and see if you can get it to work or whatever, but it seems to be working. But I don't have a program to run the damn thing, so.
Not a problem. I'll probably use it at his place anyways, because he needs another camera there.
Yeah,
But I'll get it here and I'll get it working first, right? So
yeah, I took the mount off and the screws are back in the mounts, but so it went in the box.
that's the same picture I had. Yeah, we'll just see if he wants it. I'll give him one picture with the pipe there, one picture the same. I got two pictures the same here. And what I'll do is I'll just give him he can decide what pictures he wants.
Which one he wants?
Yeah. Yeah. Way too dark here. Wow. That was dark.
I'll give you a brand new 25-foot cord for it too.
Was it an Ethernet cord?
Power extension cord.
Oh, okay.
In other words, if you want to plug it in.
Cool. Hey, Justin.
Morning. Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
You know, say, what are you doing home? But then you're on a 4-day weekend or whatever.
Yes, he is.
My fan's picking up and down on my hey, Sam Hayden's in the house. Oh, okay. I didn't even
Sam the man.
he's in and out and gone already, apparently. So
Probably just popped in and say hello.
yeah, yeah.
I got so much crap to get rid of. It's just incredible.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
I couldn't believe how many people actually popped in last night for a Wednesday night.
Oh,
I literally
great.
had a new panel about every hour and a half.
Yeah.
I had probably 12 or 13 people pop in on the panel last night.
Wow, that was good for you. Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, for a Wednesday night too, like I was really shocked. I was like, holy shit, I didn't think anybody was going to pop in.
Yeah, I watched a little bit, but then one of the least impressive people on the planet popped onto your channel, and that was it for me. I lost my internet last night anyway.
I don't remember Matt coming onto the panel.
No, it wasn't Matt.
I know who you're talking about.
DW.
No, like I said, though, I had like 3 almost separate complete panels of people.
Yeah.
Like all those people left, and then a whole nother group of people came in, and then they left, and a whole nother group of people came in. That was just the very beginning.
Yeah, you had a bunch.
I was really surprised for, like I said, for a Wednesday night. I figured there wasn't going to be anybody in. I was probably going to be on for like an hour and just get off. I think it went till midnight. Thank you, Filipina.
How did your print end up turning out? I know you were still working on it.
Oh, I have to restart it. AZ sent me another file last night for it, and he said this is about as best as I can do on it. So we're going to try it today and see how it turns out.
Give it a shot, huh? Yeah.
Well, see, it did really good. This is the one.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the facial features aren't that great.
Yeah, but
See,
can you
okay.
really get it though? Really, you know?
That's better than it was, though.
Evening, all.
Hey, good morning, Dominique.
I've just been lurking in the chat for the last 15 minutes. So
Oh, yeah.
I must say it was a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that big long snake here? Holy mackerel, in the guy's lawn. Hey, look at the size of that thing. Yeah, I gotta see if I can get rid of it. Gonna follow this along. Oh, look at it. Some idiot standing down here in the grass. I think I'll get rid of him too. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Oh, it's gone.
Hey.
It's very deceiving.
Huh?
That's
Yeah.
very deceiving. They expect that guy to be standing there when they buy the house.
Yeah, really. All right.
Oh, I imagine it, Marshall. Marshall said that storm hit pretty hard last night.
We had in Elk County where I live. We had 4 tornado warnings last night. It was just, it was bad here. I'm waiting for my phone to start going off today to tell me I got a whole bunch of signs to fix, right?
It was.
What was crazy is everybody was having crazy storms last night. You guys, the people in the Midwest, everybody on the West Coast, they were in the middle of a monsoon. Like everybody was having we were like, Florida was the only one that was quiet last night. Everywhere else, you guys were having crazy storms. That's
We had a lot of, we had a lot of rain. I don't know how much rain we got last night, but the night before we had about 3 inches. But down in a little town here, just south down the lake, Port Stanley, it was underwater last night. So I don't know. There'll be some damage down there this morning, I see, so.
It takes a lot of water to flood here just because we have so many massive lakes around us, so it can take a lot of water. Like pretty much all our rainwater just runs right into the lakes. That's where
But
most
just,
of it goes.
Well, here, it's just at the, wait, they don't have the ground halfway level, right? So one of the problems. But I mean, it's right on the lake. The water wouldn't, 200 feet from the lake itself.
Because all our storm drains have a little picture on it that says, please don't throw trash and liquids in here because I live in the water, and it's like a picture of a fish or something. Because
yeah.
they all drain naturally into the lakes and stuff. So they don't want you using like dumping, soap or anything like that down the drains.
Yeah, I must say it was an epic stream this afternoon, Justin.
Oh, I know. Right?
Uh,
There
we
was
had
so
some
many
real
people.
fun.
Yeah, there were so many people that popped in. I was really surprised.
Well, I was surprised it was still going when I had to go out.
Yeah, you
went out,
left for
helped my
like an
brother for
hour
an
or so
hour.
and then came back.
Yeah. Went out for an hour and I thought, I'll see how long the stream went. And I saw you were still live and I went, oh, okay, I'll jump on again.
Yeah, Wedge and Big was like, yeah, I took my medication, went to sleep, woke back up and thought I'd slept 8 hours. He goes, guys are screwing with me. That was funny.
And then we had the stream cut off.
Oh yeah, because of the football. We were showing a video that Dominic wanted us to watch, and we were watching. It was about Australian football, and fucking YouTube cut my stream. So, but as soon as we stopped playing it, they kicked it back on for me. Bastards.
That was fun.
Something you shouldn't play, I guess.
Well, we played with just way too much of it. Yeah, it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we should have just talked over it, and then the algorithm wouldn't have tripped.
That's not always the case though, because sometimes the algorithm catches video itself, because even SNL, it doesn't matter. You could talk over a 30-second clip the entire time, and they will still get it. Because they don't want their videos shared at all. Like NBC does not like any of their stuff shared.
Oh, I think if it was me, I'd say it's free advertising. Knock yourself out.
Well, and the problem is like I said, is if you look at YouTube's policy on fair use, there is no real clear guidelines of what fair use is. It's very vague and very open to interpretation. Like some people think that because they put in the title of the video, this is not my stuff. This is copyrighted and not owned by me. Like somehow that's going to deter you from getting it.
Even with attribution, they'd probably get the shits as well.
Yeah, they don't care. And some people are like, "Oh, it's 15 seconds," and I've heard people say, "Oh, it's 10 seconds," but it doesn't actually say. That's the problem. They need to give a clear, solid guideline that says you can use up to 20 seconds of video if you do this, this, and this, or whatever. They need to have all these companies need to agree that somebody can use up to so many seconds or minutes of a video, and then it becomes a problem. And I don't think when you're watching, say, a 2-minute clip of a 2-hour-long movie, does it really make that big of a deal? I think it should be. I think that's stupid.
But if you give the proper attribution and say, this is from this, or this is copyright, and we're using it under a fair use situation, I can't see why. Because
you just need to pick a time limit, and these companies need to agree that people can use up to 1-minute clips or 30-second clips, and not have to worry about getting in trouble or anything.
It just I think it's stupid personally, because we're advertising them. We're we're sharing stuff for other people to see, and hopefully people go to that video or watch that video, or search for the topic
Right.
that was blocked. So I just don't see the difference.
Yeah, I think it's so stupid though. Like I said, they need to be very clear. And then, I've seen people do a reaction video to a song and they never paused it the entire time to the whole reaction
Mm.
and didn't get a copyright. But then somebody else watched the video and paused every 15 seconds to talk about it, and they completely removed the video on them.
Mm.
It's like it doesn't make any sense. It's like the algorithm doesn't catch everything.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure at some point it would, but yeah, I've seen reaction channels complaining about that. They're like, why can this person play the whole video and it doesn't do anything, but then I play 10-second clips of it and I get in trouble.
Mm.
But the key is if they give you a copyright strike, unless you actually have written proof that says, or some kind of way of contacting the owner of that music to get the approval, don't fight it. Just let it go. Because whenever you fight it and you lose, that's when you get a copyright strike. You get 3 of those, they remove your channel.
Mm.
And you only get those by fighting them.
Mm.
See, like I was using Tom McDonald's music, but you can contact his team through YouTube and they'll actually remove it because he doesn't mind when people do reaction channel because it's promoting his music. So he doesn't mind when people do reactions to his music.
Yeah,
He's like, dude, I'm worth like $20 million. I don't need the money. And it's a good promotion for me. You guys are promoting my music.
Yeah. And
so he'll approve the copyrights.
Yeah, that's how it should be done. You should be able to say, okay, do you mind if we, someone famous, do you mind if we, use it or do something like that? And, we're basically, we're promoting their stuff. We're becoming their promoters or advertising and, putting that stuff out there. So,
yeah, he put a whole statement out and told everybody, he said, if you get a copyright, just contact this such and such and we'll approve it. He goes, I don't need the money. He goes, you guys are promoting my music videos and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I wish more people would be like that.
He's like, I'm not making any money. He goes, I'm not worried about that extra money. He goes, I'm not trying to hit smaller channels like that. He goes, if you guys want to share my music, go ahead. Yeah. He's really cool about that. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you're worth millions of dollars already, you worried about a few cents from YouTube? Come on now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like these reaction channels are making millions of dollars off of your promoting your song. It might make a couple $100.
Yeah. Be another 15 cents.
Right. If I do a reaction, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I do a reaction video to one of his songs and get 500-600 views, I'm going to make 25, 30 cents.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah. Be interesting to get all those 15 or 30 cent royalty checks.
You don't have to mute it, Filipina, because if it becomes an issue later on, they'll just remove the video anyway. So, but I actually, like she said, unless it's your own music, that's happened to a few people too, where YouTube's actually copyrighted somebody's own music. Like the algorithm caught it as somebody else's or something, like it just wigged out and it thought it was somebody else's music. There was one guy that got a copyright for a song and it was just a tone that played in the background of his video. It was a tone from a machine that a machine made, and they thought it was a song, and they copyrighted his ass.
The other thing that really grabs me is there's a lot of these cover bands. How do they get around that?
Oh no,
that's a very interesting topic. You can see a lot of cover bands or a lot of covers of famous music, and they seem to be still on the, unless they've got some
Well,
sort of
what I'm
agreement.
thinking is it's not. I'm thinking that it might be because the voice isn't quite the same as the
That could
original.
be it.
Maybe it's not picking it up because it notices a tone difference in the voice.
That could be it. Yeah.
But there was this guy too. There was this guy on TikTok who sung songs so well and sounded like the artist so well that they actually were flagging him because they thought he was, and all he was doing was singing the music. But he could do their voices and sing it so well that TikTok was picking it up as he was playing the music, and they were copyright striking. They were giving him strikes for it. I don't really worry about copyright claims because I got probably 500 of them on my channel. I don't care. I mean, they tell you, they send you an email and say you're okay. They're like, don't worry about it. If it becomes an issue, we just remove the video anyway. So I don't really care.
Strange world we live in.
But see, that's the thing is YouTube signed an agreement with it was about a year and a half ago. They had a big contract where they had 200 music labels come in from all over the world that have a bunch of music. And they kind of signed an agreement with them saying that where people could use the music, but they would get the money for it kind of thing. It was they would let people use the music without repercussion. So that's how they've been doing it. You just don't get the money for it if you monetize. That's the only downfall. But like I said, even when we were looking at Murray's channel with all the views he has, you don't make but a couple grand a year. If that was your estimated earnings, was $2,000 a year. I mean, it's not bad it's a couple $100 extra bucks a month, but it's not enough to live off of.
There's beer money.
Right. He had what, 1.3 million views, Murray?
Yeah, something like that.
And even that barely made you a couple $100 a month. I mean, you got to be pulling in 10, 15 million views a year.
That's it. That's if you want to monetize.
Right. I ain't worried about monetizing.
No, me either. I'm not monetized.
I kind of was at first, but after, like I said, after we kind of broke down Murray's channel that one day, we were looking at his analytics. It's really not worth it, honestly.
Yeah, because when you monetize, you got to jump through different hoops.
If tomorrow I blew up and all of a sudden I had 2 million subscribers and I was getting 15 million views per video, then yeah, I would think about it. But I'm not making enough to even worry about it, because you have to make $100 in successions in order for you to even get a check from them anyway.
Yeah, because you got to trip the payout value.
Right. If you get $50 in super chats, they're going to sit there until you make it, and that doesn't include their 30% cut.
Yeah.
YouTube takes 30% for that.
So you have to make 130 to make $100, because it's about 30%.
It's exactly 30%, and then Twitch is 50%. Twitch takes half of your whatever you make. Yeah, you should, Filipina, but that's the thing is, even 1 million views will only make you a couple $100 a month. It's not enough to live off of, is what I'm saying. If you want enough to live off of, you got to be pulling in $3,000-$4,000 a month if you want to be living comfortably. And that's at least that. But once you're pulling in that much money a month, now you got advertisers, you got sponsors, then you're going to be pulling in 10, 15,000.
Yeah, once you get the views, you can go and hit up sponsors and paid promotions. So it's all about views.
Well, that's the thing is at that point when you get up to 1 million subscribers and you're getting 20, 30,000 views, the sponsors will just come. You don't even have to reach out. I mean, you can if you want, but a lot of them will just reach out to you. A lot of VPN services and all that, they'll just reach out and be like, "Hey,
Manscaped.
right,
Manscaped.
Manscaped, yeah, there's another one." Or Shadow.
Yeah.
What was it?
Well,
Rage
I
of
know,
Shadow Legends?
Manscaped. Manscaped's got pretty much gone to everybody. I actually know someone that Manscaped actually contacted. So it's one of a couple of good friends of mine
Yeah.
on one of the podcasts that I listen to, and they contacted them. Well, they've got, they regularly get. They're not on YouTube, but they're on Apple and that sort of thing, and they've got probably 3,000 subscribers that regularly download the podcast every week, and they got Manscaped, but it seems obviously Manscaped is just jumping on everybody.
Well, it was like Rage of Shadow Legends. Remember that game that everybody was?
Yeah, it's on
doing?
every video that I'd watch. It'd be paid promotion for Rage of Shadow Legends. Yeah.
And then, like I said, another big one is the VPN services. You see a lot of people advertising those.
Either NordVPN or ExpressVPN.
Yeah.
But when you've got large amounts of views, they have a different sponsor every video.
You get an affiliate link too for each one, but even if you don't sell anything, you're still going to get paid for every time you advertise.
Yeah.
You sponsor by them.
Yeah, because two of my favorite YouTube channels that I watch regularly, they'll do one at the start and one at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But those two have got 5 million, 5 million subscribers. And then if you're a Mr. Beast, you can basically do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, he's pulling in on average. They said like 60 to 80 million a year between sponsors and all that.
Yeah, PewDiePie's another one that I like watching. So, and he really pulls them in.
Yeah, him and Mr. Beast are the two biggest. They're always battling back and forth between subscribers because they're always on each other's heels back and forth.
Because PewDiePie also does a stream with Cinnamon Toast Ken. And Cinnamon Toast Ken is one of the funniest channels I've ever seen. He recently moved to Melbourne, which I think's funny. So that's great. I watched the video one day and he said, "Oh, we're moving to Melbourne." And I thought, "Oh, good. I might bump into him one day." One of the funniest blokes I've ever seen on YouTube. He's just hilarious.
I know Mr. Beast did a couple of times where he promoted somebody's channel to try to get him 1 million subscribers in like 24 hours and did it both times. Like they were little channels that only had like 1,000 people.
Yeah. If you're lucky and you can get his attention, why not?
Well, the thing is, though, too, is when you're thrown into a loop overnight like that, oh man, that's when you got to jump on it.
Yeah. If I ever got the chance, if I ever got his attention, I'm taking it.
Yeah, you would have to immediately full time into YouTube if you all of a sudden got 1 million subscribers in 24 hours like that.
Oh, I'd love that. I would love that.
But some people do, man. Like there's some channels that will put out one viral video and then all of a sudden their channel will blow up.
Yeah.
But you have to keep them entertained too. You can't just ride that video
if
forever.
I had that amount of subscribers and I had the money rolling in, I'd be making videos every day.
Oh yeah, that's when you go quit your job and go full time.
I'd love to do that.
I would just live stream and just live off of super chats. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be doing a live stream every day and just jumping on the super chat train.
Yeah, because I know a couple of gamers that have like, you know, they're under 100,000 subscribers, but they'll pull in easily 2-3 grand every time that they do a live stream, and they do it once or twice a week. Because sometimes you'll get people coming in, and all of a sudden they'll donate like $500 in one shot. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah, I've seen that happen. I was on a plane spotting channel, LA Flights, and I saw one bloke drop $500 on him.
yeah, it's like, damn, somebody's got some money to blow.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, yeah, well, send a bit my way then. You know, some people have more money than sense, I'll tell you.
See, I would love to be able to do YouTube full time. Like I said, I would just be doing live streaming and vlogging every day. All right, let's go to the store. People would watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to show you a picture of what I did last night. That was that new ceiling fan I got. I put it in the kitchen last night.
Right.
Oh, nice.
That's
Oh, yeah.
4 lights. It's a big one. It's a 52-inch one, right? So,
Yeah.
but I took the
That's-
old one down because I'm going to put it in the trailer. But this is the one I put in last night.
Nice.
Mike Rennick, what's up?
Yes.
Hey, Mike.
Hey,
Hey.
Mike.
Mike, you just getting up? I see you did another video yesterday. Quick one.
So how are you going to do that other ceiling fan? Are you just going to run the wires into like the cable management box up to it?
Oh yeah. I've got the wire already. I just got to get a couple of shallow boxes, one for a switch box, and then another octagon box to put up above, right?
Well, I'm saying, are you running the wires actually through the walls, or are you just going to use those cable management plastic covers?
I'm replacing the panels anyways.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be open. I'm gonna put them in the wall.
Okay.
I got a dog barking at me. What? You want to go outside? I think she just wants up on my lap. I think she likes it more. Well, how did I know that? Yeah, I don't care. You just wind up with Dad. That's all.
Filipina says she doesn't want to do YouTube full time.
Yeah, our normal life, not that full time YouTube. Yeah, don't blame you there, Filipina. Unless you got nothing else to do with your life, but
Well, the great thing if you were doing YouTube full time though is you kind of make your own schedule at that point though too. Though. Yeah. That's the one reason I would like to be able to do it.
yeah, but you'd have to travel a lot too in order to do all that, right?
Oh, I mean, if it was giving me the money and the views, I'd be doing it. I'd love to travel around.
You know, people don't want to see the same thing day in, day out. So, I mean, eventually you're going to run out of things to do in your area unless you got some spectacular area to live in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, and you just got to hope too, if you ever get that big, that you kind of find a niche and you fall into it. And once you get a certain niche going, you can keep it going. Because there's some channels, like I said, that are all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
One day they're doing a cooking video. The next day they could be doing a blogging video to a water park or something. Like their channel has no consistency. It's just all over the place about what they're doing. Which, I mean, I can't really say anything. I've done things on my channel that don't really follow the drone thing either, but
But the two, if you limit your channel just to one item, that you eventually going to run out, right?
well, people say that if you try to do multiple things on your channel, it screws with the algorithm, but I don't know. But I mean, that kind of could make sense only because, like, take Tim Jackson, for example, right? He's never had the word drones or anything in the title of his, like, his name of his channel or anything, right? But you can't find Tim's channel unless you put Tim Jackson Drones at the end of it,
Yeah.
because YouTube has categorized him in the drone community. Even though nothing in his videos or anything would ever say drones in it. It's like his algorithm just picked up, okay, these are the people he's hanging out with on YouTube, so we're going to put him in the drone community. Because if you go to the search engine in YouTube and put Tim Jackson, and you can't find his damn channel. But if you put Tim Jackson and then put drones at the end, even though his name doesn't have that in it, his channel will pop right up.
Yeah, pigeonholed.
It's really, like I said, it's kind of like YouTube just recognized who he was hanging out with and just threw him in that category.
Mm.
Well, it depends what you put in for tags too, right? So
Well, that's what I'm saying is if you looked at a lot of, well, not so much because Tim's deleted a lot of his videos, but if you went back and looked at a lot of his videos, most of it had nothing to do with drones in the title or anything. Because Tim did more live streaming than anything, and it was just the Rowdy Bunch. It didn't never had the drones in the title. Because Tim never put out a whole lot of videos anyway. He rarely put out videos.
I don't very good videos.
I gotta run out to the mailbox real quick. I'll be back.
Oh, I think those pictures are all done. Okay, Gracie, down you go. Haven't heard from my doctor yet. I'm gonna have to call him. See what's going on. Trying to get some appointments. What time is it? 9 o'clock. They're open now. They open at 8:30. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. I want to go take a look. Pictures. How they turned out. Dog wants to go outside. Ugh. Okay. Well, they just
Had to go put some envelopes in the mailbox. Ooh, the Blue Angels are in Milwaukee for an air show, huh?
Mhm.
be kind of
Nice.
cool. Yeah. Oh man, no fly zone.
Mhm.
I wonder what if they're ever going to update their jets. They're still flying the F-18s.
Oh, crap, you had to come here to Canada flying some freaking T-55 Tudor jets. The freaking thing's sold. They don't have parts for them anymore.
I think the Blue Angels eventually they'll update to like the F-35. Hopefully, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
They could do
Yeah.
some amazing maneuvers with that freaking plane.
Yeah.
Also, a lot more money too for an air show.
Well, the F-35 ever since they got them shipped out to I think Australia got some. Japan's gotten some, And in Israel, they've gotten a lot cheaper now. They've reduced the price by like 20%, I think. Now the F-22, that was an expensive plane. That was like a $400 million plane. The F-35, I think, was only 80 or 90 million. But see, that's why they wouldn't export the F-22, because that plane is on a whole different level. That's about the only plane that would whoop the F-35.
Yeah.
Ready to go, Paul. It's ready to go.
Okay,
Really?
go.
Oh, they got themselves a female pilot for the first time too.
Yay.
They started I think
Right back,
starting
guys.
to see a lot more female pilots now in the Navy and stuff too. And I think they allowing, if I'm not mistaken, women can be on the front lines now.
Oh,
I think they
yeah.
got rid of that rule too not too long ago. Well, at least in the U.S. military, they did.
Yeah, well, they need someone to make the sandwiches.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit, I'm going to get cancelled.
Speaking of pilots, where's Lynn at this morning?
Probably sleeping.
Lynn was one of the very few female pilots in Vietnam. Not very many of those. Because you guys didn't you say that they wouldn't admit that there was female pilots then, huh?
To this day. She used to fly attack helicopters in combat in Vietnam. But to this day, they won't admit to it.
Like, and it's like, why? Who gives a shit? Like, if they did their job, who cares?
Mm.
Because if I'm not mistaken, too, I think there's a lot of the special operations too are starting to introduce women into their teams and stuff now too.
Yeah, her service record because of that is extremely classified. Not just anybody can look at her service record.
Andy, what's going on?
Some point in time, maybe in the future, that'll change, because what'll happen is the commanders that were lying to Congress and everybody else about women in combat, they're slowly dying off. So maybe, just maybe, the secret will die off with them.
Well, I mean, usually when they classify records anyway, it's only for so many years. And then they can either extend it or it just becomes declassified after so many years.
Well, her service record, what did she tell me? There's a classification says non-releasable or
It won't move. It will.
you'd have to be a general or something to look at her service record.
Hold on, I'll be there in a second.
Oh, good thing I'm not dying. I get a doctor appointment Tuesday, August the 9th. Reminders. New reminder. Okay. Carter. Okay.
Komatsu. is upbound. And you'll notice, Paul, too, there is no operator on the camera.
Nothing today?
What's up, Stan?
Uh-huh.
Bo's Pup Box is supposed to be here today. We'll get to see how that little subscription is.
Mm.
See if it's worth it or not.
Yep.
It's like $20 some a month, and they send him like toys and treats and stuff every month. And I put him as an extra large dog because he chews the hell out of everything. Like I can give him a rawhide and he'll just tear the living hell out of that thing.
Mhm.
Like I gave him one of those bones that they like, I don't know what they do to it, but they cook it to where it's like really brittle. So it's not hard or anything. They can chew it up real easy. Man, he just grabbed it and thing was like this thick in the middle and he just grabbed it and snapped it right in half. I was like, Jesus. Oh, Filipina's off to work. Huh?
Oh, Filipina.
Where does she work at?
I think she does assisted living. I could.
Oh,
be-
yeah. That's right. That's right. I know, right, Stan? Like, I love how these companies will advertise, oh, this collar is unbreakable. They'll put it on a big dog like that and they'll just tear it, just bust it. Like my old dog, oh my God, dude, he was like 130 pounds, just pure muscle. He was a hound and his dad was full-blooded red-nosed pit. Man, that dog had muscle on him. He was so strong. And I brought like 3 different collars that claimed to be like unbreakable. And he broke every single one of them. And the biggest problem is the weakest point on a lot of collars is they use plastic snaps
Yeah.
instead of metal. And that's where it was. Everything else on the collar was metal. Like it was that nylon and then like the seatbelt type material. And the clip, everything was metal except for the damn clip that clipped it together was plastic. And he broke all 3 of them because of that. Rottweilers, man, those are some strong dogs. I'll tell you what. I came up on a yard the other day and this dude had 3 huge Dobermans in the yard. I was like, oh, hell no. Luckily, the dude was out by the front weed whacking, so he was able to put them up so I could get back behind his house and check his meter. I was like, yeah, I'm not going in that fucking yard. And some of these people will have these big dogs like Dobermans and Rottweilers, and they'll have these like little short, like 4-foot fences. Like if that dog really wanted to, it could hop right over that fence.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, those dogs make when I come up on the little fences like that and there's a huge dog behind them. That's like Bo's a boxer, man. And he's not very big, probably 60, 70 pounds, but man, he is strong, dude. I never realized boxers were so strong. But I've never had a boxer before. He's the first one I've ever had. But he is a strong little dog. I'll tell you what.
How
He
long have you
pulls.
had him now?
Probably what, about 2-3 months now?
He's fit right
Okay.
in the family well.
Oh yeah, he fits right in. The kids, he absolutely loves the kids, but especially my oldest daughter. That's the person he's chosen now, and he spends all his time with her now. So
You know, the bad part about that is as she gets older and when she goes to college and gets on her own, they miss that bond that they had when they were younger and part of the pack, you know? Because
hopefully,
Lynn had that same situation with her daughter.
right. Well, it was the same with my dog. You know, I had a dog at my mom's house that we grew up together, and then when I turned 16, 17, I moved out and started getting out on my own, and you know, I had to leave him behind because I didn't have a way of taking care of him.
Yep.
And he was just devastated the first like 6 months I was gone.
Yep.
Yeah, they are, Mike. I'll tell you what, boxers are super athletic. Jesus. They are some hyper and strong dogs. I'll tell you what, Bo gets really hyper and goes ape shit in the living room and just goes in circles. Like he gets really excited when the kids got home from camp, when Kelsey got home. Oh my God. But he was like a perfectly temperamental dog, man. He doesn't really care about other animals. He doesn't bother with other animals. That was my biggest concern when I brought him home, is he was really good with people. I was like, I wasn't sure how he was going to do with the two cats. He came in the house, didn't even care the two cats are in the house. Had no worry about him, didn't try to even go up to him. Completely ignored him. Yeah, he fit in really good with the family. And everybody at the pound just said that he was just such a good dog. They were like, yeah, he's never been aggressive with anybody or any other animals. So I just think they really, I don't know. I know some of you guys said that he may still be 5 years old, but some reason I just have a feeling they screwed up on his age. I think he's like 1 or 2. I mean, I don't really know how they judge a dog's age, but I don't know. I just don't feel like he's 5 years old.
Well, they usually, look by the teeth, right? How many teeth they have and all that crap.
Because, man, I'll tell you what, that dog's got some damn energy like he's 6 months old. And he just does, he has a lot of puppy traits, but I guess like I said, I've never had a boxer before, so I don't know if that's normal. But he
Yeah,
just
I
has a lot of traits of a
Sounds like
puppy.
he sounds like he's high energy. Even Mia will have periods of time when she starts doing the running around in circles in the yard that we call the zoomies, and but she's got to be 12 or 13 years old now.
Oh yeah, that's what the kids call it too. When Bo goes crazy, they call it giving him the zoomies.
Yeah, my cat does the zoomies as well. And then just tires herself out
Yeah.
and goes to sleep.
Oh, both the cats here do that too, but it's always in the middle of the night. You'll hear them through the house running after each other.
Yeah, it's like they got hobnail boots on.
Yeah, they like to do that in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they'll run across our bed at like freaking 50 miles an hour. Just they are known to put fires out for some reason. Huh. It's interesting. I'll have to read up some on them. Like, to be honest with you, I haven't really read up on boxers, but I should. I know he dug a massive ass hole in the backyard, though. Like 2 or 3 feet deep. I got to fill it in.
Hey, Stan, how you doing?
Hey, flying with Stan.
Filipina said she just arrived at work, but will be listening.
Andy Cowley. Hey, good morning.
Oh, that's for sure, Andy. He is super active. But that's what's great too, him liking the kids so much because they run back and forth. They keep him busy all day, playing with them and stuff. He likes playing with the kids. But yeah, I was just glad we were able to rescue him though, because he was at the pound for, I think they got him and he sat there for almost like 4 months or so. Filipina said I hit a bird and murdered it.
Oh, gee, murder.
I almost hit a squirrel the other day, but I don't swerve for, unless it's like a deer or something. I don't swerve for animals. I'm sorry, but I'm not going
No
off the
beer for
road.
deer.
Well, I'm saying I'm not. Well, you know what they say when you're about to hit a deer, speed up.
Yeah, they'll go in your freezer.
I don't swerve for small animals, even if it's a dog, only because I'm not going off the road and killing myself over an animal. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it.
It depends upon where you are. If you're on a city street and you're not, you're only doing 25, 30.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm talking about if you're going down a highway at 50, 60 miles an hour, I'm sorry. I hate to do it, but I'm not swerving off the road and going into a
Well,
telephone pole.
you might let off on the gas, but
Yeah, you don't want to get, like I said, you don't want to go off the road and hit a telephone pole and kill yourself over an animal that happened to walk in the road. It's just not worth it. I mean, I hate to hit animals, but there's been times where there wasn't safe to slow down or stop because you might have a car right on your butt. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just slam on your brakes or anything.
Oh, lovely. Mr. Trudeau is going to make an announcement in Nova Scotia in a little bit. Give it to us now.
Yeah, see, sometimes Filipino, you can't avoid it. The animals jump in front of you so quick, there's nothing you can do anyway. I've had plenty of birds almost get hit by my car where they just happen to swoop down right in front of me, but
I've
miss
had
me
that
at the
happen.
last second.
Yeah.
well, the sad part is once they get down past the hood where you can see them, you don't know if you ever hit them or did they
Right.
fly or.
Hmm.
Yeah, because there's plenty of times where I've had animals run out in the road, but I was doing, 20, 25 miles down a little side city road and was able to stop safely. Like I did that one day when I was driving down the road. I think I showed it on your guys. Yeah, I showed it on your stream. Remember when the little baby ducks were going across the road?
Yeah.
That road was only 30 miles an hour and there was no cars behind me. And I saw them a good couple 100 feet before I got to them. So I was able to stop and just kept and then the car coming the other way stopped and we held traffic and the little mama and the little baby ducks just ran across the road. Once I got to the other side and got to the lake, then we started driving again.
Looking good so far. Oh, I meant to tell you, got to fly again on Tuesday next week, Paul. That one in West Lawrence. I got to do aerials.
Oh yeah.
That reminds me.
So far, it's looking good for the day.
I'm good. Take the Mini 2 out probably here in a little bit. I'm just going to use the Mini 1 batteries because they're already charged up. So
Hmm.
Yeah, the 2s and the 1s are the same batteries, right?
no, but you can use the Mini 1 batteries in the Mini 2. You just
But not
can't
the
go
other way
backwards.
around.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
just
go the other way around.
yeah. And the difference between and the Mini 2 battery or the Mini 1 batteries, they're not the ones like the Mini 2s and stuff, they don't have to decharge because they're that, so they'll stay charged for months.
Lithium ions.
Yeah, they don't have to be decharged. They can just stay with the charge on them. So those ones are good because those ones I can charge up, and a month later, if I decide to go flying last minute, I don't have to sit and wait for the Mini 2 batteries to charge up. I can just use those because they'll still have a full charge. It makes the Mini 2 a little heavier, but it doesn't really affect it at all. It flies just fine. But you definitely can tell the difference in weight between the Mini 1 and the Mini 2 batteries. The Mini 1 batteries are a lot heavier. Because it puts the Mini 2 over, I think, by a couple grams over the 249.
Yeah, I think it's about 9 more grams.
Yeah. Puts it overweight. Memory card. Where's my memory card?
That's what I gotta buy. I gotta buy some more 32. Because I don't think on some products you can't use the bigger cards. Like I know my cameras, the largest micro SD card you can use is a 32. If you buy and put in a 128 or whatever, it just won't work.
Yeah, it
Even
seems
if
that
you-
way with a lot of the older things are usually only 32 gig.
Yeah.
Well, see, and then there are some products that will like only let you use a certain size, but if you put a bigger card in there and format it, it only unlocks like so much memory.
Hmm.
It will still allow you to use it. It just will only unlock, a portion of the memory card. It doesn't actually use all the memory. It just depends on the device. There are some devices that will do that. Like I know on a lot of the Xboxes, if you put, an external hard drive on them, it will only unlock a portion of the external hard drive. It usually doesn't give you all the memory.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Want to make your
No, that's fine. You can make. That's fine, Kelsey. Let me try that mini tablet on the Spark and see if it will fly with the Spark. Okay. Means that the Go app or that Go 4 app's only a 32-bit app. Betting the Mini 4 tablet will run it. Okay. Because it just those iPad Mini 4s don't do good with the Fly app. It's too much processing power. It kills the CPU on that thing.
I've got a Mini 4 iPad.
Does it give you that CPU warning that you're overloading it or whatever? And that little red.
Not if you delete most of the apps and you just pretty much run the Fly app and that's it. It seems to work.
Now, see, I've done that with mine, but it's how many gigs does yours have?
I think mine's 32.
Yeah, mine's a 16 one, and I've done that where it's nothing but the Fly app on there, and it still does it to me. When I try to fly, it gives me that CPU warning, says it's being maxed out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I wish I would have bought the Mini 5 tablet when I had the money.
Yeah.
But I ended up buying the Mini 4 one, and I just never liked it because every time I tried to fly with it, everything just would always freeze up on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just lean it on the. I don't have a holder or anything to hold the iPad in. I just lean it in the little grooves that are on the controller,
Mm-hmm.
and just stand over. And if I stand over grass, if the thing drops out, you're only hitting grass. But yeah, I've done it a couple of times where I've been able to use the my iPad. Yeah, and I must say, I do enjoy using the iPad because you got more screen real estate.
Just go get you one of these, Dominic. They're not very expensive. Probably $20 Australian.
Where are they? Where are they?
Here, I'll show you how it works real quick too. You can get them on Amazon,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but you pop that in there like that, and then you screw
Yeah.
this to tighten it down.
I've seen them. Yeah.
And then
It's
the
just
way
that
you
I
want to
don't-
do it is put it in the thing, but then flip this up this way,
Yeah,
and then that will hold the tablet.
yeah. I've seen
But
them.
they're very cheap. You can find them for probably $10-20 Australian.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know because your guys' prices are a little bit more than here, but
Yeah, I
let me
know.
let me
Isn't there
look
a
at
guy
it.
down in
It's prob-
Australia? Something he
it's
builds
probably,
things or something?
What was that?
Isn't there a guy in Australia? His name is
yeah,
something,
there's,
he builds things or something?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. What's his? Robbie Gray was talking about him earlier today. Scotty makes
Yeah.
stuff. I think it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scotty makes stuff or something, yeah.
yeah. I think he's over in WA.
I'm gonna look
must-
on.
I must hit him up.
Damn it! Come on. I'm gonna look on Amazon
Hey,
Australia.
Laura, good evening or good afternoon or whatever there.
Laura?
Good afternoon, I guess, yeah.
It'd be good afternoon because it'd be what 2:35 over there.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
See here. Oh yeah, Dominic, they got some for $20 over there. They got some
The
for
Filipina's
shipping-
still in the chat.
Is the shipping would probably be about $300.
oh no, they have them on Prime. You'd get it tomorrow if you ordered it. I'm on Amazon Australia. I'm
Oh,
on
okay.
your-
I'll have a look then.
Yeah, there's tons of them. There's one for $12.
Okay, I'll have
And
a look.
these are all Prime deals, so they're all there in Australia. You'd get them the next day.
No, okay. I must log in and have a look.
Yeah, because you can on your Amazon account, you can switch countries if you want to. See, that's what I do when I bought Matt that book. I just went into Amazon Australia and ordered it through there.
Oh, okay. I must have a look then.
When they told me we can't ship it from the U.S. Amazon website, and so I was like, okay, so I go to the Australian one and order the same thing, and they shipped it from Chicago in the United States. It's like, you bastards. So it's probably coming from the same warehouse. They just wanted you to use the one specific site.
Laura says, I'm on a bus. Have you on loud?
Bus, all right.
No
Yeah, she said-
headphones. Don't
Yeah,
swear.
just don't swear. So we'll just swear in the chat.
What the? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
On the bus again.
What does it mean when she says you have you on load?
Oh, she meant loud.
Loud.
Oh, loud, not load. Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Everybody on the bus can hear us. There you go.
Yeah, I think you'll really like one of those phone holders, Dominic, because then you'll be able to walk around and move around with your controller.
Yeah. Because I plan on I actually got the iPad because I thought if I use the iPad, if someone rings me, it's very uncomfortable when you're on, you're flying around and someone rings you on the bloody phone, and I'm thinking, oh shit.
Well, and I also don't want you to drop your iPad when you're running from the cops when you're flying in a place you're not supposed to be in.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta be able to just grab and go, right?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I should get a little bit adventurous and go to a different place or a different park and just send it and see what happens.
There you go.
Well, I see Brett from Gizmo Drones. I've seen him do different places, and I'm thinking, if everybody else is doing it, why don't I do it and see if I can get the clout?
I mean, you might as well. I mean, plus it's fun to go to new spots. That's just an anxiety thing, right? You're kind of get a little nervous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little
Everybody
nervous 'cause
does.
I haven't really gone out of the comfort zone of one park that was recommended to me.
Yeah.
'Cause
Once
I'd
you get
love
it,
to- yeah, because I'd love to just let it rip, because there's a really nice little there's actually a car park in the Docklands, and we have this big wheel, the observation wheel, I think they call it, and I've seen a couple of people take videos of that, and I'm thinking, yeah, well, maybe it's time for me to branch out and do that and get a little bit more adventurous in these videos, and then I can start getting more followers so that I can get more followers than those bums we were talking about earlier.
yeah, right.
This is up in Greenland. An ambulance just pulled up to an airplane here. I think they're going to load a person on the airplane and take them somewhere. They're just getting out now.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't zoom in. Yeah.
It looks like a very scenic spot.
That's in Greenland.
Yeah, it'd be great to take one of the drones up there and just let it rip. I reckon there'd be some fantastic scenery there.
Only 13 degrees Celsius there.
Ah, that's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get me some videos of some skylines, man. I need to go to some big cities. I need to go to Orlando one day.
Yeah, I must say.
Okay, Laura. Have a good one, Laura.
Yep.
Take care, Laura.
She's getting off the bus and going to go into a new signal area, so I'll probably lose her for a little bit.
See you on the other side.
Use an iPad Air 2 with the Mini 2 works great. Yeah, well, the Air 2's probably got a bigger processor too than the iPad Minis. So you're probably not having that issue yet.
I've seen, iPad Pros, and that'd be some great screen real estate there.
Yeah, those are expensive though, man.
I
Especially the
know
new
that,
one.
but at the same time, the screen real estate.
Oh yeah, because they got that M1 chip in there, but they're really good tablets. They're just like, super pricey. They get up there in the thousands.
The M1 is absolutely beast mode. Because I know a few local content creators, and they've got the M1 MacBook.
That's what Peter Carroll uses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's all Apple.
Yeah. Well, I've only been Apple for about the last 10 years and hated them with a passion for the 30 before that. And then, someone talked me into getting an iPhone, and I went, shit, the iPhone's better than the Android, and I've been to Apple since.
See, I like when it comes to tablets, phones, and smartwatches, I like Apple, but when it comes to computer, I'd rather have a PC. Just because you can sideload a lot more programs and stuff on there than you can the MacBooks.
Yeah. But at the same time, I was a Windows programmer for many years, and then got onto an Apple and went, Jesus, these are a lot easier to work. they're a lot more intuitive.
I like the security of the Apple phones. But like I said, when it comes to a computer, I'd rather be able to download what I want to on it. Just
Mm,
because you do a lot more extensive stuff on a computer than you
Yeah.
do a cell phone.
hmm
Because I like the way the apps run better on Apple too, because Apple's so strenuous with their app store. You know, they have to go through a
Yeah.
lot of vetting before they put an app up.
Exactly.
Where Android, just anybody can upload an app, and then you don't know what the hell's embedded in it. There's tons of
Yeah.
apps with malware and all kinds of crap in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Android or Google just lets whoever the hell they want upload apps.
Yep.
And what's great about Apple that I like about the phones and the tablets is everything's compatible with any of them that are still supported.
Mm,
You can use them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
you know, like with Android, you have to shop around when you want to buy an Android to use it for whatever. If you need to use it for a specific, like with the Fly app, you know, there's very few Android phones that will actually run that Fly app. A majority of them aren't compatible with it. So you got to be really careful when you're buying an Android. Where an Apple, I can go buy an iPhone 10, iPhone 11, 13, 12. It doesn't matter which one I get.
Yeah, I think it's from 6 and above.
Yeah, you can just download it right to it and it works.
Yeah. Yeah, you go into the Apple store, whereas with Android, you've actually got to go to the DJI site to get the Fly app because the Play Store doesn't host it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why neither. I don't understand why they stopped doing that.
Because I get onto a lot of the drone groups, because we've got one down here, the Victorian Drone Flyers, and every time you go in there and you start reading a few of their comments, and it's the Android Fly app doesn't work, and then and you can without even the word Android in there, you can say, oh, you're on Android, aren't you?
Yeah, you have to go download that APK file straight from them.
Yeah. Yeah, and
But then, like I said too, not every Android, because I've seen people go out and buy $500-$600 Android phones, and they still aren't compatible.
Yeah, because it has to have a specific processor, and if it doesn't have that specific processor and it's not 64-bit, it won't work.
Right?
It has to be 64-bit, and I think it's either Snapdragon, ARM, and I can't think of the other one off the top of my head. But there's if it's 64-bit, doesn't mean it'll actually run it either. So there's another catch. Whereas with Apple, everything above I think it's the iPhone 6 and above, go right ahead.
Well, that's like my daughter's Android that she has is like $150 Samsung, and it's 64-bit, but you can't download the Fly app on it. It won't
because
work.
it has doesn't have the processor that would run it. Because that's the trouble. And even though more people have Android than Apple, Apple is still a lot better. And as I said, especially the M1 MacBook absolutely wipes any Windows machine you can find.
Well, I'd back that up a little bit. You ain't seen Sean's computer.
I'm saying a laptop rather, not your desktop.
I was going to say, because Sean's computer's got the Ryzen 9, and that thing is fucking
I know
fast.
that. I know that. That flies. But I'm just saying, if you just get your basic laptop off the shelf, and it's not purposely built, because if you can go out and you get your own components, and
you're talking about you went out and got you'd have to get like an Alienware or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
$2,000 laptop.
Yeah.
But that's about what a MacBook costs, so you're getting the equivalent of what.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like if you go out and get like a $300, $400, $500 laptop, it's not going to touch that.
But if you're specifically building either a gaming machine, as in a desktop, you can just go right ahead and knock yourself out and just absolutely go, you can go heavy on it. Yeah, you can get some serious performance.
Yeah, Sean's computer is absolutely insane. Oh my god.
Mm. But that's, purposely built for the specifics you actually need rather than just a box mover where you just pick something up off the shelf from, any of the technology stores we have down here. Because we've got, several of them. We've got, JB Hi-Fi and Officeworks and things like that, where they just pretty much box movers, where they just have your standard standalone stuff where they just build and just straight out the door. Whereas if you want the hardcore stuff, you've really got to go almost underground for some of that stuff.
Yeah, Walmart here, they don't even sell. They're selling 90% of the computers they're selling now are just damn Chromebooks.
Hmm.
They don't even really sell any other computers anymore. They have some desktops still, but
But they're not much for a desktop.
no.
Just a basic unit. They're not.
Right. Yeah, just a basic tower.
Yeah. As I said, you've got to go to the specialist stores to get that sort of thing, and they're pretty hard to find down here.
Bought mine at Best Buy here over in London. So
I'd say Best Buy and Officeworks or JB Hi-Fi and Best Buy be probably similar, going by my knowledge of Officeworks. It seems similar, as I've seen a lot of these technology places around the world. It seems that way. Whereas for the DJI products, they're easier found. Whereas if you want to buy any other form of other product or different products for the drones in Melbourne, it's almost impossible to find in person. You have to pretty much online shopping for that, because there's the DJI store, which is called D1 store down here, and there's three outlets in Melbourne, and the only other place that accredited DJI sellers, JB Hi-Fi is one of them, and you can easily just go in there and have a look around. And the funny thing is, there's a JB Hi-Fi right next to the DJI store anyway. So, and if I'm going to go in there, I'm just going to go straight to the DJI store because they seem to know it a little bit better. So that's just the way it goes, it seems.
Paul, how'd your editing go?
how's that?
How'd the editing go?
Good. It's all done.
All done?
Oh, good to hear.
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to call it. It's slowed down and the chat is
Yeah.
slowed down. And
Yep.
so everybody, hey, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Well-
8 minutes to midnight here, so that's a
Yep. We'll,
good start.
we'll see everybody again later today, Paul.
Yep. 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Are you guys ending
then,
it?
everybody.
So that,
Justin?
yep, that converts to about 7 a.m. my time. So see you in my morning.
There you go. Okay. Justin,
Okay.
Dominic, Paul,
Right.
Hodges, Filipina. Thank you. Laura,
Yep.
everybody.
Yep.
We'll see all of you again